All right, hoping everything's working now. All right, Wyverns, how's it going? Oh God, we're past the 30-second mark. Woo! We did it, guys. All right, good stream. No, I'm playing. Yeah, sorry again about that. Will it work? It damn well better. It's got to be OBS. It's got to be OBS, honest to God, because Streamlabs works. But then again, I'm also streaming through Streamlabs multi-stream software instead of Restream. So it's some kind of a disconnect somewhere. But then again, last time I streamed using Streamlabs, I streamed through. Yeah, it's got to be OBS. It's got to be something weird with OBS. But yeah, it made my whole computer crash. Literally, it said I saw the stream freeze. 5 seconds later, I got the prompt box that said OBS had crashed, and then pretty much immediately after that, I got the blue screen of death for my computer, and I had to just freaking reboot the whole goddamn thing. But anyways, hello everybody, happy Saturday to you. Welcome to the Dark Pictures Little Hope. Yay! Anyways, like I was saying before I was so rudely cut off, interrupted. My dog's been difficult lately. That sucks. Like, dogs and kids both, when they're difficult, you love them so damn much. It's hard to just be like, oh, I wish you would listen, you know. And then they give you the look. It's like, oh, but you're cute. But I think he's finally hit the doggy equivalent of teenage years. Keep him off the furniture. You don't need stains. But I couldn't stop thinking about the Dark Pictures Anthology after I got done playing Man of Medan, and like I played Callisto Protocol. It's a fun game. It's just I really wanted to get back to playing this because I absolutely loved playing Man of Medan, and after just seeing the trailer for Little Hope, I was like, yes, yes, yes. All right, blah 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 blah. Nobody ever sits in. Has anybody ever sat and read all these ever, anyways? I can just imagine. Whoa, that is quick. Let's see. He tried breaking into food. He never breaks into our food stash. He tried breaking into food 3 times today. Yeah, that's not good. I want to know someone that reads all and then declines. That'd be a hell of a video idea, actually. Watch me read this entire term. Like, it would be a hell of a thing to read the entire Apple terms of service from one of their updates. That's like 90 pages. I don't know if they're as long as they used to be, but I swear to God, they used to be like 90 pages. I would love. I actually read all the terms of service. I could never. Like, it's one thing when it's like base language and everything like that, but they have such a bad, like, and I understand it needs to be very specific and in legalese for it to be legally binding, but it just seems like just a ridiculous thing. I actually read all the terms of service on Bing. I didn't realize Bing had a terms of service. I read most of it. See, and whenever I think of like terms of service or anything like that, I always think of the South Park Human Centipede episode. It's more of a scan for me on most TOS I have. See, I've read so many contracts, and that's a failure of mine, I suppose. But I've read so many contracts and written so many contracts and stuff in my life that like my eyes just automatically key in on where the major points are and everything like that. So then yeah, I do the same thing where I just kind of scan through, and then all of a sudden I'm just like, okay, I got it. Yep. You own my immortal soul. That's fine. What did I click on? I think I clicked on bonus features. I didn't mean to do that. Ah, there's the curator. I tried to click a link they had for something that wasn't properly explained, and you couldn't read it without agreeing. That feels like a rather large oops for me. I have a good reason. Well, yeah, I mean, if you want to understand more of it. I'm not even in the game yet, and they're making the spoopy sounds. If it has headers for many parts, then that's a well-written TOS in my eyes. That's a good point. Like, if it's something where you can quickly index what it is you want to read, or what it is you need to, like, highlight or read, especially if you're reviewing it after the fact. I was procrastinating classwork and didn't want to do it. That's another good reason. That's a damn good reason, actually. Oh, God. See, like, I would love to do Don't Play Alone, but, like, then I would have to commit to playing through this entire game right now. And it's already, like, damn near 9 o'clock where I'm at, and my kids are going to want to sleep eventually. So, which is another reason, Lucien, for you to get to the gameplay. Diner. Diversion, roadside diner. 8:36. Oh yeah, it does say 8:36. I thought it said I just kind of glanced because my monitor is over on this side is like at an angle, and the time is in the very bottom right corner. So I just kind of glanced quick, and I thought it said 8:56. So I was just like, oh, damn. I'm an hour behind you, so you're on the East Coast. Yeah, all I know about this game, too, is what I saw in the trailer when I finished Man of Medan. So I wanted, just like Man of Medan, I wanted to go in as blind as I possibly can. So I'm... Florida! Oh, that's right! Yeah, we've talked about your Florida status several times. Land of my fellow idiots. I mean, it could be worse. There's some shit happening in my state right now that... it's made major news. Like, there was a political thing happening in a town of less than 2,000 people right now that's making, like, it's actually made some national news sites I saw. Just completely blows my mind because I'm like, oh, that's great. That's wonderful. People are going to think everybody from the small towns in my home state are just freaking idiots, basically. Minnesota. What state? Minnesota. The Wild Magic. I didn't look really that close to the cover, but that looked like a... It looks like some kind of a symbol. Look on the bright side. You aren't in Ohio. That's fair. Nothing against people from Ohio, but y'all have been in the news a lot lately, too. What is that symbol on the book? It kind of looks like the, or maybe I'm wrong.
Pulling over. Sure. Something wrong? We got a problem up ahead.
Good.
A big accident. We've had to close the road. Right.
It kind of looks like
all traffic
the Elden Ring symbol. I might be wrong, though.
You okay, buddy? You seem a little confused.
What did he say?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just want to get these folks to where they need to be.
What's with his ear?
I doubt a short delay will trouble him too much.
Is he missing an
Head
ear?
up East Road. Takes you straight through Little Hope. Adds almost no time to your journey.
Oh, he was told he had to detour through Little Hope, and that's when he got all squirrely. Also, I am so very happy it is the weekend. I'm exhausted with the people around me. You been having any more trouble with that that neighbor of yours? The pompous, arrogant one?
You rub that chip any harder, it'll wear away to nothing. How long have you
Deer
been
crossing.
A few days shy of 3 months.
Impressive. I heard the first 90 days are the toughest and roughest.
I know it doesn't add up, but I get something from holding on to this.
First 90 days, so somebody going through rehab?
It's fine, just a quick detour.
It's not fine.
Calm down.
The joke of Ohio not existing is great.
Oh, please, John.
I-
Do not patronize me.
Can you keep it down, please?
Oh shit! Jackknife? Jackknife. I've overheard stuff he said and dealt with one obnoxious statement, but that's it. Well, at least you're avoiding most of the drama and everything. Bearing updated, I didn't even get a chance to do nothing. How is the bearing updated when I couldn't even do anything? Ferryman? Really? Really? I'm driving a bus called Ferryman? Oh my, you gotta be shitting me. I'm just so much better than you was saying to a friend. Oh, what a piece
Stop
of shit.
it, James. You know I hate it when you don't take the things I say seriously.
But no, what I was gonna say, what you were saying about
I do.
Ohio not supposedly not existing. I think I mentioned.
They are at each other again. I can.
You're drunk. What a surprise.
I just caught the game with the guys, honey. That's it.
That's not it. Never is.
There's talk. Some of us may be losing our jobs. The
You've
factory.
been saying that for years. I'm more worried about Megan.
What's wrong with Megan? She
You're my
looks okay
favorite
to me.
Indian
Everything
was
looks
another?
okay after 10 beers. Reverend Carson held her back
Thanks.
after prayers today. That's 4 weeks running. She's not right. It's serious,
You
James.
worry too much about that kid. I can't deal with this right now.
Another surprise. You can't deal with anything. When would be the right time?
You're making a mountain out of a molehill. Getting yourself worked up for nothing.
No, making a mountain out of a molehill is what you do when you look in your
Keeping
pants.
our family together is
Family?
far from nothing in my book. I could use a little help.
Maybe if we'd had kids of our own, none of this would be happening.
That's a real low blow. Don't you get how tough
You're
this is
not the
for
only
me?
one feels pressure. The factory situation is serious, Anne. Real serious. Not right now.
What the hell just happened?
Not tonight. No way.
Bonnie Tramp. Anthony Clark Family Home, Massachusetts.
Tanya's late. She always is these days.
Oh shit. Give her a break.
At least one of us is out having a good time. Give her a break.
It's him I'm worried about.
Oh.
That guy's no good for her.
When asked
All that
about who
New
was
Age
actually his friend, he
bullshit.
classified them
Reminds me
by
of some
racism and
creepy
then
cult.
specified towards whom they were
He
racist.
came in last week. We shot the breeze a little bit.
Jesus.
I like him.
That one's a classic.
The
Legendary
inescapable
vinyl.
monster.
Quit pawing at it, will you?
Quit pawing at it, will you? Oh, good. The drunk guy is the head of this family.
Hey, Bigfoot, mind the goddamn vinyl, will you?
It was an accident.
There's no need to be so tough on her. It was an accident.
Everything Megan does is an accident.
God, this guy's just an absolute knob. What the hell? Locked her out.
Ice.
No, I think you got locked out because Dad's a dick. Yep, number one dad,
I'm going
huh?
to start climbing through the window unless that door gets fixed.
Oh.
How's things? Let me guess. He's been pumping iron again.
They've been at each other's throats since Dad got home.
What's it about this time?
Dad's been drinking. Who could have guessed it?
They're always fighting these days. Getting predictable. Like a record that keeps playing over and over.
Dennis, for the 10 millionth time, will you shift that shit of yours up into the
Hey,
attic?
some respect. This is a valuable, rare, and sought-after collection.
Somebody takes after their dad.
Think she was a Marine
Well.
sergeant at past life.
One of the, I know not
Hold
biologically,
up
but
his eyes.
Just Dennis doing what he's good at. Being really Dennis.
Surprise.
Hey, Lee! Yeah, some reason I can't watch you on Twitch, but other streams ain't
Dennis.
affected. I have no idea. Just so you know, too, the, only black screen for me on
Not
your
now,
Twitch.
sis, I'm
Try
busy.
refreshing it, but just so you know, Streamlabs doesn't support the bouncing the chat back and forth. Uh-oh. Oh,
Hey!
oh, shit.
Quit acting crazy!
She didn't do nothing, dude. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Do I have to... Oh, God. I was gonna say, do I have to censor something here in a second?
Jesus. You scared me, sweetheart.
I heard you talking about me.
Not now, Megan. I'd like to have a
League is so toxic that when they
Take a
added a
break from this
ping
madhouse for a
shaped like a
while?
hook, they meant to communicate baiting an enemy. League community made it a toxic ping meant to communicate kill yourself. League is insane. It's an absolute entertaining shit show to see. I can't get into games that are just outright, like, literally from the word jump, a toxic just mess
Maybe
like
you should
that.
talk to Mom and Dad.
It's not a great idea for me to get involved.
Tanya.
You know what I'm like? I just upset someone.
This sounded more serious than the usual bullshit.
Well, I definitely restarted the
They were
entire app
talking
and it
about
still
Megan.
didn't work,
She's
so
done something bad.
I can't say I'm surprised. There's
it's
definitely
messy.
something off with
I'm
Megan.
sorry, Lee, I'm
Everyone
not sure
keeps
what
picking
to...
on her.
Okay, Mr.
What to
Shining
tell ya.
Knight in Armor. Where's the little princess anyway?
Oh, God. Sitting on the sidelines of some popcorn there isn't so bad. Grud, let's go check on her.
Megan's gone upstairs. Maybe you could go check on her if you don't have other plans.
Okay, you don't have to be a dick about it, dude. Matches? Safety matches! What is safe about a match? I hate gas stoves. Oh, God. Oh, they added a secondary mechanic to it. Oh, no, 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 no. Is this gonna end with, like, everyone in the house dying or something like that? I don't think any of the people in this are going to be important because they haven't introduced literally any of their names yet. They haven't had, like, a thing come up that says this is their name and this is their demeanor.
You need to keep an eye on your little sister. Mom is real worried about her.
It's okay, Dad. Tanya's checking on her right now.
You want to try raising a family like this? The devil himself would struggle with you guys.
Fuck you. Honestly, Toxicity is a great... Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with the chat here. Honestly, Toxicity is a great show to watch when both are equally in the wrong. But fuck, it hurts when one person's just a dick to a nice person. That's 100% true. Twitch is being rude for some reason, says Lee. I've been playing Modern Warfare 2 and I'm working on the worst gun in the game. It's absolutely horrible, but it is hilarious to get a kill. Is that the one that's like the little pea shooter? I remember somebody talking about that. So, I wonder if this will have the same mechanic as the photo frames. I mean, oh, what's shining in here? Shroud of Innocence. Oh, that's the same book. That's the same book that what's her name had in the last one.
Distraction from this madhouse.
Shroud of Innocence by T.S. Hartley. That was the same book that God, what was her name? Janet? Or what was it from the previous game? That's a cool bit of continuity. No, I did not mean to click on that again. The Joker. Oh, good. The New England Witch Trials. Little Hope Museum, $7.99. Oh, so I could just leave? Probably shouldn't leave the kettle on the... People named Megan Clark. Attendance. Days absent. Days tardy. So she's late a lot. She's missed a decent amount of days each month. Or at least third month. I mean, it's not terrible. You know, maybe she's been sick a lot. The tardy days is really bizarre, though. Or half, it looked like.
Son of a bitch.
God! It's not even on the hour! Got an ashtray there. Yeah, that's good. Smoke in the house. That's fair. That's safe. Wait, so I could go out the back door. I can go out the front door, too. I'm kind of tempted to just walk away. Just say, F it.
Hey,
The rocket launcher, you have to aim down sights,
You
can't
up
get too
there?
closer, and attempt to fire it.
How's
Hold down
Megan
stream for way
doing?
too long.
Don't know, haven't seen her yet.
Goes out and
Keep it down, will ya?
up.
Trying to sleep here.
I've died so many times because
Now
of it.
you've
And
done
some
it.
later
Sleeping Beauty wakes.
goes down on the
Forget
position you
him,
aimed
find
at.
Megan.
Lame.
Relax, I'm on it.
Do me a favor. Quit yelling for a couple of minutes. House could use some quiet.
I don't want to piss off the drunk.
Sure, no problem. Not another sound.
Place is crazy enough without your 2 cents.
He looks like the dad
All
from
the noise
Forget
about
About It.
anyway.
Just checking in with
Or
Tom
that
and
F
Megan.
is for Family, or whatever the
Good
name of
luck
that
with
show.
that. Megan's
The Dark Pictures Anthology, Little Hope installed. What am I playing right now? Oh, the curator's cut wasn't... Okay.
Anthony, where the hell are you? Anthony, where are you, goddammit? Anthony, I'm getting really pissed off.
Was Anthony the guy who dropped her off?
Anthony, I swear if you don't answer me.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, little girl, what are you gonna do?
You're right about my family.
Kaboom?
I think so too.
Wait a minute!
What's going on?
That little brat locked me out. It's fucking freezing.
Uh-oh.
I'll let you back in. Go easy on Megan. Hold on.
Kaboom? Oh. She locked out the two that were nice to her.
You in there?
And she's letting the dad and the mom burn, and
The kitchen's on fire.
Are you fucking serious?
and the other one who was ripping at her for stepping on the record. It has one of, if not the biggest explosion of any gun, though. It's hilarious to get kills or double kills when they are trying to hold the objective point.
Mom?
See, that's like,
Where the hell
that's,
is everybody?
Anthony!
that was a common strat. Yeah, Lee, yes! Murder! That was a common strat I saw in Destiny 2 a lot, is people would get heavy ammo and then just drop in on one of the cap points and just shoot it into the ground.
Anthony! Hey! Up here!
He's gonna break his neck.
What the fuck are you doing up there?
I got trapped in the attic.
He's
Get
gonna
to
break
the
his neck.
balcony.
Anthony, help!
Well, if I can only save one of them, I'm saving the girl.
Hey, Dad!
Fuck that guy! Dog just attempted to steal food again. Bro!
Hey, Dad!
I can't breathe.
Wait, where's the girl? Where's the little girl? Please let the bathtub just fall in and crush him. I'm begging for it. Oh, fuck. Oh!
Now!
Where's she going? I know she started the fire. That doesn't mean I want to see something happen to her. Yep, she's dead. Asphyxia. Whoa, backdraft. Oh god, am I gonna have to be left, Don't make me do this. Frick! Damn it! Help Tanya! Help Tanya! Oh god, I regret everything! Oh my god!
Anthony! Help! What should I do?
I feel like a terrible person. Please save the child. She was already burning. Climb down the drain pipe's all I can think to say.
Drain pipe and climb down.
Hope to God there's not a fence or something below it. Wouldn't you be better just like literally jumping down? Even if you break a leg, he can drag you away. It's icy. She's dead. She's dead. There's no way. Is she gonna impale herself on a fence or something?
Oh my!
Why can I not see Lee's messages? Because I'm streaming through Streamlabs instead of Restream through OBS, so the messages don't get routed between them. So she's watching on YouTube right now. Did he just run back in? Where's the music? Give me the song. That trophy, LMAO, dead. Wait, where's the music? Why is there no music? I want to hear that rockin' tune! What the frick? Is it because I got everybody killed? Is that why it's not playing the song? Lee, I have found a way. At least you were able to figure it out. Life finds a way. Why am I not getting any sound now? YouTube opens a bubble so I can literally watch via YouTube. Interesting. Oh, you mean it's got the pop-up window but chat on Twitch. That works. It works. Lee finds a way, says Wyverns. What is going on now? It's not even letting me skip the intro either. Is the game gonna crap out on me now? Like, really? Can I just get one stream where I don't have something go wrong? I'm one. Just one. I always find a way. It's like Snaptrap. I always come back. And now just right back. Taking William Afton saying, "Yup."
Hello. And welcome. I don't believe that we've met before, have we?
Yeah, we did.
No matter. Welcome to my repository. I am the curator, the guardian of all these wonderful stories.
I still try to remember
have a
where I
very
know
special tale
his look from,
for
his
you to
face.
tell.
He looks like an actual person, like an actual actor, and I'm trying to place who it is. And I haven't wanted to cheat and look it up, but I might have to, because it's going to drive me.
Disconcerting, no? I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. This
Each of the
particular
books
story isn't fully
was the
fleshed
logo.
out. It's only part written, and the choices you make will complete it. The fire, no, there was nothing you could have done about that. What's happened has happened. Or has it? Anyway, look to the future, I say. Life's but a walking shadow, eh? You are about to enter a confusing, perhaps disturbing world. How disturbing might depend on what you choose to believe, and how confusing on the path you choose to take. There are an infinite number of directions in which one could travel.
So I'll catch up in the chat
We
in a
seldom
second.
have all the information that we'd like, but we have to choose our path nonetheless, and hope that we get the clarity and the outcomes that we want. As in life, your decisions will matter. The choices you make will affect others. You've seen how the story starts. So much death.
That was the name of the
How many
trophy.
more deaths is entirely up to you.
Dick.
It depends on the decisions that you make. What are you? Rational? Emotional? Do you trust your head or your heart? There is no
So far,
right
every
answer.
decision I made so far
Sometimes
just...
one is best and sometimes the other. My advice, for what it's worth, is to thine own self be true.
Alright, so I tried to talk to someone I've known since middle school the other day.
I'm here simply to record what you do, not to help you.
What was he looking at?
I'm not supposed to interfere, you see. Not
There was
my
a sound.
place, apparently. But I am apparently allowed to share wise words from great storytellers that have gone before, where I feel that would
There was
be
a sound,
appropriate.
like a whisper,
Oh, one final thing
and then he looked
before I
away.
let you go. There are pictures in Little Hope that will, if found, show you a vision of a possible future.
Okay, so the pictures
something
are
that
the same,
may or may not happen.
the same mechanic, but
Use them.
like,
They might
what
help
was that
you.
whisper?
You
I
have
wish-
a funeral
God,
to attend.
Ugh.
You go.
I wish I would have known that was coming, because then I would have,
I do enjoy a good funeral.
like, I would have listened to it. But that was interesting, because that, yeah, like you said, Wyverns, it's almost like he's being watched, or like he's being supervised, or something like that, or because there was just, I heard this tiny little whisper, and then his head like looked over to the side there. What was that? That's cool that there's like a little side story. There's like an overarching story outside of the
None of
games
us here
too.
today can understand why this tragic accident happened.
So
But we can
do
take
the
comfort
opposite of
from
what
the
you think is
knowledge that the family
best.
are together
That's my luck so
for
far.
eternity in God's loving embrace.
A sun medallion. Why though? It's an odd thing to have. Oh my god, the bubble pause and Twitch said, hey, stop that here. Here's the stream. Don't support YouTube. Watch here. It's funny you say that, Lee, because just to the left of the of your name, Andrew, 18 college student, anxious, detached, there's like a little eye with a line through it, so it's basically telling me that you're not actually watching the stream, which is crazy. I've never seen that before on in the chat. I gotta love it. Where the hell am I? Taylor, 22, college student, headstrong, sensitive. Oh, is this the accident? John, 43, college professor, rational, overbearing.
Where the hell's Daniel? I can't find him.
I don't know.
Taylor, bus crash site. Oh!
Instead of goofing around, you want to lend a hand here?
How is he doing anyway?
It doesn't look that serious.
Changes
Maybe
character
concussed.
relationships can be seen in the
Okay,
collections
Professor.
of character screen.
Or should I call you doctor now?
I
Why
can
don't you
change
try
the eye, I
calling
think.
for help? Maybe the cops, someone like that.
Compliant.
I already tried once, but I'm on it.
Now it's a microphone with an X. Yeah.
Hey, Andrew, buddy, how you doing?
Where are we? What happened?
Yeah, the bus crashed. We're okay, though, just shaken up.
If you say so.
No audio?
I don't remember being in any crash.
You're probably in shock. Maybe a mild
Sort of rents a
concussion in
badge.
there, too. Give yourself some time. Stay here. Don't move.
Where's the bus driver? Or did he bite? No, he's just gone.
Fucking thing, useless piece of crap!
I don't know how to
Dead.
remove it.
Okay, take it easy. We'll figure out what to do.
Oh. Daniel, 20, college student, amiable, defensive. Wait a goddamn second.
Fuck. Where's my phone?
Wait a goddamn second. These look like the people. Don't these look like the people from the fire? Lee, what did you do? Angela, 48, mature student. That looks like the mom!
Hey, anyone up there?
Hey, Daniel, that you?
I didn't steal your
John,
identity this time.
Good to hear you.
Daniel?
Taylor, you okay?
Yeah.
I'm good.
We're fine, too. Thanks for asking.
That looks
You
like
okay
the
down
the
there?
one who hung her, who got hung. That looks like the
Nothing I can't
mom.
deal with.
Hey, John, any idea what caused the crash?
Not sure. Looked like the driver swerved to avoid something in the road. He down there, by the way?
Nope. No sign
I
of
have
him.
readable
Weird.
colors on, so I
isn't up
won't
here
see your
either.
colors, Steve.
Can you get back up to us?
Looks pretty steep. I see a trail down here I could try.
Great. Take the trail. Should take you to the road.
Suck
We can regroup there.
That's a plan.
Aw, y'all are so
See
nice
you
to each
soon.
other. Warms the cockles of my hearts. Hearts, multiple.
Hey, Taylor. Help me get Andrew up on his feet, will ya?
Wait, I don't remember anything. Who are you?
It's okay. You're concussed. I'm John. You're a college professor. We were taking a bus on a field trip, but that didn't work out so well. Crash wasn't on the curriculum. We'll find the others, get some help. Think of it as a character building exercise.
Wait, what? Oh god, this crap now.
Teamwork at its finest.
I had this dream. It was so real. Flames all around us. It was grim.
That bang on the head must have been a beauty.
So,
That
Lucien,
trail the
what's
others are
up?
on will come out down the road. We'll meet them there.
We shouldn't leave the crash site.
I don't think leaving the bus is smart.
Tried to talk to somebody I know from middle school the
I'm
other day
staying
before I
here.
could say
Can't
anything. They
stay.
started
No one's been
waving
down this
for me to
road
step
since
to the
we
side
crashed.
so they could
No one
speak with
knows we're
someone else.
here.
That's douchey. Where's the bus driver?
Where's the driver? Shouldn't he be back by now?
The
That's
driver's done what we should
that's
be doing.
capital
Gone
D
into
douche
town for help.
with an extra O-U-C-H-E afterwards. The douche. No, we don't know where he
Could
went.
just as easily have banged his head and walked.
Yeah, well, fuck John.
Alright.
John seems like a dick.
Fine. You can stay right here. I'll go myself.
Hey, Professor! He is a professor, right? I'm still fuzzy. Can we stick together? I don't want to wait on my own.
I guess he's right. We should all stick together.
No, you
I
shouldn't.
got no signal either. Must be some kind of black spot.
Or you didn't pay your last bill.
You get that during the crash?
Whoa.
Guess so.
I have follow John, meet up with Angela and Daniel, find the bus driver. But what about the two that were off the side there?
What crawled up the professor's ass?
Probably didn't get
Show
tenure.
him a little more.
Hey, Daniel, you guys!
I am not a guy?
How are you two doing down there?
Really?
Trail is the pits.
That's the
But
line?
we're okay.
This little
I'm not a
detour
guy.
is ruining my clothes.
That's the headline here? Your clothes are ruined? Really?
Fuck off, Karen. Ah, be cheery.
Easy. That outfit probably cost more than you earned in your life.
My money's in the green. Don't you worry.
Money. That's what she wants to hear about.
Hey, what's happening here?
Really, seriously.
Not
Yeah,
much.
it's...
I'm just keeping their spirits up. Daniel, you got your phone? Mine's got 0 signal.
I guess it fell out during the crash.
We staying here all night?
We're gonna keep moving.
See ya.
That's the girl that was out in the... That's the girl that was out in the roadway. Welcome to Abandon Hope. Oh, that's cheery.
You know this place? Little Hope?
No. I mean, I don't think so.
You should both know Little Hope.
Why should I?
Why should I have heard of this place?
Seriously, this place is steeped in history. Fascinating stuff.
How do you know all this? He's supposedly a
How do
professor.
you know all this stuff anyway?
I'm a professional academic. I read books, unlike some.
Easy, Einstein. I can match everything you got with just a smartphone.
Well, your phone isn't so smart without a signal.
That, you know what? Fair. That's a damn good point, honestly. Welcome to Unreadable Abandon Hope. How is that unreadable? I'm sorry, but I can still read the word little there. It said something about the prompt again, so I thought maybe there was something I missed, but is there something behind it maybe? Nope. Oh, hell no, we ain't going in no damn junkyard. Nope. Barbed wire, bad idea.
Good to see you two. Finally. Everything okay?
Sure. We took the scenic route.
You sure as hell.
No,
took
you
your own
can't
sweet
read that
time.
clearly blocked
Getting worried.
text.
I bet you were.
What is with Witchy Poo there?
This gate is chained. We can't get through.
Look around. See if there's anything we can use to break it.
Checking something here.
Think this'll do it?
Ouch.
Ready? I'll push hard from my side.
Ready. 3, 2,
Uh-oh.
1. Push.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Great job, you two.
It's like in the video game where there's a stick in the road and you cannot walk over or around. Yes! That always drives me crazy. It's covering everything.
What's the plan now?
I already said I want to wait at the bus for help, not head into town like John wants.
And we've already concluded this conversation.
Not with everyone here, we didn't. We should vote on it.
No need for a vote. Decisions made.
Yeah, no, fuck this
Just
guy.
because you're a professor, you don't get to call the shots. We're all adults here.
Oh, good. We're in a
Some of
very
us are more
contentious
adult than
relationship
others.
now.
I'm sorry, but we really don't have time to be
There are some
arguing.
good horror games that are
You'll
not
stay here with
really
me,
not
won't you?
well animated. That's true too.
Looks like he ain't so keen after all.
If you got something to say to me, spit it out.
John's right. Heading into town is our quickest way to find help.
Satisfied?
Sure. Whatever you say.
Try to be civil. Costs nothing.
That's rich, given how you
I was-
badmouthed Taylor on the way over.
I was gonna
What
say.
did you say about me?
You always get your boyfriend to stick up for you? Try doing it yourself sometime, dear.
You're kidding. He's not my boyfriend. What have you been telling her?
I didn't say a thing.
Wow, this is real. I'm just.
We are wasting valuable
I'm putting
time.
everybody at
Please
odds
just
here.
Keep moving.
I'm still not sure heading into town is
If it
such a
was
great
based off
idea.
video games, what
I'm
differences
going to hang out by the bus
would
while you all
you
do
be
whatever
most
you have
interested?
to.
I think leveling up.
You want to come along and wait with me?
Like, you get more experience, you
I'm with
level
the
up, you get
professor on this
stronger,
one.
you learn new
Our
things and
best
stuff
play
like that, just
is heading
from,
into
like,
town and getting some help.
walking about and stuff. Let's see. I'll go wait on my own. Andrew.
How about you? You want to head back to the bus with me?
Thing is, I think going into town is probably our best shot.
I just made everybody her enemy.
Fine.
Come on, Taylor, don't check out on us.
She's
bad
she's
idea
dead.
to be
She's
out here
screwed.
walking
She's
around
dead. I've
alone.
already
Come with
cost her
us.
Don't worry about me. I'll flag down the
in
first
billionaire
guy I see and come
immortality
get
because
you
they
all
could buy
real
another
quick.
life. Don't they do that already?
Come with us. Are you kidding me? I'm not going anywhere with you.
Depends on the type. If it's ammo, leveling, yeah. I just think it would be interesting, like living it like RPG style. It's funny though. I actually
I walked away from you.
Uh-huh. So you thought better of going it alone then?
Why'd
Wait,
you come
what?
back?
Chris, have to pay your
I'll get it.
respects.
It doesn't make any sense.
Lost in a world of her own.
What the hell are you playing at? You going or not?
Hey, wait, what are you doing?
Taylor, look out.
What the?
What's going on with you? Why do you keep coming back?
I'm not coming back. I walk straight out every time. It's like, I don't know, I can't fucking leave or something.
Okay, let's try something. We'll all go together. We came from that direction. We must be able to go back that way. I want everyone
What
to
kind
stay
of Blair
real
Witch
close.
shit is going on right
No
now?
stragglers.
You want to put us on a kid's line? Okay, I'm coming.
I have something I am disappointed isn't in D&D. What's that? Uh-oh. Sailors can't?
I admit that is a little odd.
More than a little.
So language of exclusively swears? That's awesome.
It's just like I've been saying, we are trapped. We can't leave here. Now what do we
Okay,
do?
calm down, breathe. There's a rational explanation for what's happening.
Why is there an
Maybe we
echo?
all died in the crash.
Yeah, nice theory, but I'm
Most of the
pretty
games
sure
I
we're all
play are
still
really
alive and
vanilla.
kicking.
What kind of games do
Last
you
time I
like,
checked, you were
Wyverns? I'm
schooling us
curious.
on creative writing, not metaphysics.
I know who I'd like to be kicking. This is all down to you, this pissy little field trip. Now we're
Only
stuck here
sailors
in
and
the middle of
construction
nowhere.
workers
That
can
is
understand
way
it.
out of line.
I don't know. I think I'd give it a
I
run
had
for
no
my
idea
money.
that
I mean, I
damn
tend to
bus
use the word
crashed.
fuck like a
You can't put
comma,
that on
so
me.
Are you for fucking real?
anything
your
but
tone, will you?
FPS games.
I
Okay,
am
that's...
doing my best to understand this, just like you and the rest of us.
What is with his voice? Why does he sound demonic?
I'm sorry. I don't get what's happening to us. I don't understand. It's like you said, we're trapped in a nightmare.
It's okay. We're gonna be just fine.
Okay, so I repaired
Figure a
some
way
of the
out of this
relationships here.
Someone else thinks
Or
they
all
can do
the
a better job?
relationships.
Step right up.
Maybe it isn't real.
We have to get out of here right
I need to think straight.
now.
Football coaching. Why the fuck?
Can everyone just shut up? This isn't helping us find help or getting us out of here.
He's right. Bitching at each other isn't getting us anywhere.
But like
We have to
everybody
work
has
together
like
as
a
a team.
genre that
Thank you.
play Phasmo,
Now, let's be
Minecraft,
logical.
Stardew
The
Valley,
fog is between
roguelite
us
known as
and the
Moonlighter.
bus.
I've
There is
actually
no
I think I've heard of
fog
that. I think that's on
between
Xbox
us
Game
and
Pass
town,
actually.
So let's head that way.
I don't get how heading further away from the bus helps.
There is nothing on the bus we can use to get help.
It's a really nice game.
In
See, I love
town, there will be
roguelikes.
people,
I
a
love
working
them.
phone, something.
It pains me to admit, but he's right. There's nowhere else we can go.
But I've
into
I've
that
had
damn
such
town.
hit or miss luck
Sounds
with
like a plan to
roguelikes
me.
lately.
You leaving me?
It's well
are you
animated, but
going?
there's some bugs.
Come on, let's go with
And
them.
I'm okay with bugs as long
Until
as
we
they're
know
not
what's up.
outrightly game breaking or
together.
soft locking. I actually like a lot of single player games.
How'd you get that bruise?
Yeah, what's with her?
No biggie. Must have got it when the bus crashed.
Celeste is amazing. The soundtrack even is phenomenal on there. I want to look down the path. How did they get up from there? Is it dumb for me to go this way? I feel like it's dumb for me to go this way. It's 8-bit. It's really fucking amazing. The atmosphere is fucking phenomenal. Yeah, Celeste is so good. Oh, Black Cat. Whoa! Premonition. This wasn't in a picture frame. No. No. Oh God. Fuck you, Daniel. Oh, excuse me. God.
Why did you say we might all be dead? You really think that's possible?
I saw some.
This gives me Silent Hill vibes. I like it. But yeah, Celeste is so good. Oh, there's the Black Cat.
Did you all see that? What was that?
At least someone is home.
Oh, I don't like
I'm
that.
not sure this is such a great idea.
We should check it out. There could be a phone inside.
But wait, that picture wasn't in like a frame, so it wasn't black or a black or white frame. So I don't know if that was a good premonition, something to think about as or. Oh, you were talking about Moonlighter, but yes,
You said I wasn't your boyfriend. Like, what a joke idea that is.
Are you for real?
Here comes the toxic
Our bus gets
masculinity.
totaled, we get lost in fog, and your headline is some dumbass label?
You're admitting boyfriend is not a label that you use for me. So what the fuck am I then?
Oh, they are. Oh, they are. Oh boy, I'm a dick.
Lighten up. You know I was only messing with you.
You didn't sound like you were messing just now.
Come on, will you? That long face doesn't suit you.
Your attitude towards us sucks.
I don't know what...
Wow, I'm batting a goddamn zero with her.
Maybe she is right about you. Let's just
enter the gungeon.
Maybe
Yes.
you like older women more. You seem to fawn over everything she says.
I'm really trying hard to like you, but you're not making it easy.
If you want me to take you seriously,
love is love,
then your shit needs to hold together
but
a lot more than it has up
I'm a big believer in personalities and everything being, more centric and more key to relationships.
You okay?
Karen here's personality
absolutely
is like basically shoving a hot coal up someone's ass right after you ignite it. Nah. Gatling Gull is amazing. Moonlighter is a game you could probably play through in about 4 to 5 hours. Is that the one that... Is that... I feel like... God, Moonlighter, that sounds more and more familiar. Or maybe I'm thinking of the Messenger. Never mind. That's another one that... That's another one that I played that... I really like it, but... God, the difficulty curve in that game was ridiculous.
Hi there.
Absolutely ridiculous.
How you doing? Excuse me, but we're looking for our bus driver.
What?
I'll send you some pictures and DMs. Yeah, go ahead. It's a wonderful game. I'm sure.
What is?
Whoa.
What's up with the fog outside? It's pretty weird.
Yeah, sure is a thick one tonight.
So thick it's stopping us from leaving.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
You mean you're trapped
Sorry
there too?
for busting in like this. Bus we were on crashed a little way back up the road there. We're still a little shaken up.
We're still a lot shaken up.
You certainly look shook up. I'm Vince.
I need a mirror. Maybe there's one here not covered in 20 years of...
Sounds like you could use a drink.
Better not, thanks. I need to keep a clear head.
It's right there if you
I bet he goes for it. No, resolute. Don't.
Not for me.
Why are you even here? Little Hope sure isn't the town it used to be.
What happened here? The place seems completely deserted.
Little Hope feels a little like a ghost town. And that fog?
See, I think I'm onto something right off in the fact that they look.
Why are you still here?
Yeah, if the place is as
They
dead as
look
you
like
say,
the people from
what are you still
the
doing
opening
here?
house fire.
I come and go. You know how it is. Anyway, I can't help you.
What is this guy's problem?
I bet it's not his hearing since you're saying that right next to him!
He's harmless. Just
Muscle Bird with a minigun is the best boss
Let's look
idea.
around.
There must be something here that can help us.
Is she playing darts back
See
there?
what you can dig up.
Am I intruding here?
Not at all. I was about to take a look around anyway.
See, because like
Don't ask.
that would explain her marks on her neck. That would be from the scarf. But like,
You need an umbilical cord. Fun. At least I'm looking
oh
for
god,
a way out.
wait.
Just a quick throw, and then we'll figure out how we're getting out of here.
Try for a big double.
Not
or...
my first time, Daniel. Shooting for double 20.
Oh god.
Okay, so you can play a little.
Still got it. Now for triple 20.
Then bullseye last, I'm guessing. I used to have my own dartboard once
Wow,
upon a time.
almost
Then
an
I started having
Olympic
kids,
shot
and I
after
thought,
the night we've had.
having these
Never
around,
played
not
darts
the
in the
best idea.
Olympics. That is one hell of a shot. You did better than Taylor.
Let's get back to why we came in here.
Traits updated. Curious. Talk to Vince or search the bar. I'm gonna search the bar. No dial tone.
Fuck.
Language, you fucking asshole. God, what a dick. Look at all this stuff. Jesus. LSRT. Oh, Jesus crap.
This place has some great history.
Are your children interested in astrology, spirits, or ghosts? Reverend Carson will advise parents on signs to watch for and how these things are the left-hand path to delinquency and Satanism. Oh, good. Wait, 1970. What? God, I get the bar hasn't been cleaned in a while, but that seems like a rather like major dusting issue. Local buses rerouted from January 1st. God, I can't read that. That is so fucking inconsiderate. That ass should watch his fucking mouth and mind his fucking language, right? It's 79.
I vaguely remember what happened here. All the factories closed down.
Meeting votes for disincorporation. New round of foreclosure spells end for town. At Little Hope Town Hall on Monday, the last residents of the town met with emergency manager Kathy Flint to vote for disincorporation. Since the closure of the Raven Den textiles factory, a mass exodus has left the town with few inhabitants and empty coffers. Flint was appointed as emergency manager to administer public services to the remaining residents, but the latest round of bank foreclosures means the last of the townsfolk are planning to pack up and move on, which will leave Little Hope virtually deserted. With no tax revenue coming in, we're faced with no option but to disincorporate, said Flint. It's so sad. These people have seen their town disappear around them. Attempts to... I wish I could flip this upside down. Are this the same people but revived, but you can't leave? See, it just seems odd because he looks just like the dad. The guy I'm playing as right now looks just like the dad. The girl that has the marks on her neck looks very similar to the girl who got the scarf wrapped around her neck and slipped. the jock kind of looks like the guy who had the records. The guy who has the gash on his head kind of looks like the one who started the kettle and ran in the flames last. And the mature student looks like the mom. Like the factory's closing was the reason they all died. Well, but they're all the family members. So Lucien, I've tried to watch Rick and Morty lately, and there is no way this is our Rick. He is helping people he doesn't know and receiving nothing in return. See, I've seen some theories about that, and I need to finish watching the newest season. But I have a theory that maybe it is our Rick. But I'm wondering if... And again, I need to finish the season, but I really think that it's him trying to basically mindfuck with... I haven't watched the new season. I won't go into a lot of detail then. What's the last season you watched, Wyverns? Oh, here's another picture. June 6, 1917.
I can't believe it. These guys could be relatives.
That guy on the right where the wrinkle is looks like the jock. Is this some weird kind of time loop thing where they keep getting reintroduced, like newer generations, like, oh god, it's messed up. I think it's ours, but he underwent some serious character development. I think it was 4. Okay, so you know who Evil Morty is then, if you've watched through season 4. I honestly think that it's Rick, but I think that there's something going on where he's trying to just absolutely mindfuck with Evil Morty. Because we all know Rick, everything he does, even the things that's positive, is first he always has some kind of side game. He always has some kind of side plan. I honestly think that what's going on is that he's trying to put it in maybe Evil Morty's head that, you know, the Rickest Rick is capable of good. He's changed his ways. He's not a threat, yada, yada, yada. Because I know what they're doing. They're building up to this big multiverse. And this is something that the creator talked about previously, is that he wants to have a season where it's just basically one big action movie, and I'm pretty sure that's what they're building up to. And again, I haven't finished the latest season. He's doing nice things nobody will know about. But Evil Morty might, and that's my whole thought, is Evil Morty has always had his fingers in everything. He's been watching everyone through multiple multiverses. And I really think that I think he's been keeping an eye on the Rickest Rick, and I think Rick knows that. I mean, this is the same guy who, you know, was able to completely take down, you know, the universal government or the galactic government just by changing a 1 to a 0, you know, and completely totaled that in an afternoon doing that. He knew where all of he knew how the entire interior of the Galactic Federation worked, and, you know, how the Council of Ricks would react and everything, and how to pit them against each other, able to pivot on the fly like that. I absolutely believe that he would be capable of thinking, well, what's the number one thing, you know, that's going to put my adversaries at ease, or the number one thing that's going to make them think maybe I've turned over a new leaf? He'll be nice. He'll be a good guy. You know? I'm just saying I completely see it being possible that he would be nice for no one else's sake but his own, for lack of a better way to put it. Whoa. Capable, yes,
for us on
but honestly, it doesn't seem likely. I'm just throwing it out there. It's a theory, Rick theory.
You okay?
I'm sure it's just one too many.
We both had better days.
Can you help us or not?
Anything you can do to help us would be greatly appreciated.
There's no goddamn us.
Uh-oh. Search the bar, continue toward town. Is there any way to go behind the bar? No. Okay, so I've got a theory. I've got a theory already about this game. And if anybody out there knows if I'm right, don't spoil it, please. But here's my theory, okay? So I already said that I believe that these characters that I'm controlling, I believe they are at least in some way avatars or reincarnations of the people that we saw die in the fire some odd years ago. But that's what I'm wondering. We were just talking about how maybe they were reincarnated, or maybe it's like a time loop thing. What if this guy was the boyfriend that got dropped off by the girl, the one who had that sun pendant at the funeral? What if he's aged? What if it's been like 40 years? Because what was that legend about, like, wasn't there something about, like, the Blair Witch legend where they talked about, like, it was every, like, 20, every like 30 years or every 40 years or something like that the witch reared up or something like that? What if this is the same type of thing where it's like a time loop? This guy is not part of it anymore, or he was able to escape or something like that, and he was just saying, I'm not from here anymore, I come and go. So basically he comes back to visit and everything like that. What if he is the gentleman that we saw that dropped her off right before she died and was at her funeral holding that sun pendant? If I see that pendant on him, I'm gonna know he lived. Yes, I know that he lived. But what if that's what I'm saying? He's older, he's aged. I think this is that same guy. I think that he exists outside of the time loop for whatever reason, outside of what happened in the city. Maybe that's why he came back tonight. Maybe that's why he decided to come back here tonight. Maybe, if you don't know, he lived and broke out, kinda. Interesting. But I'm just saying, like, I wonder if, like, that's kind of my thought, is that maybe that's why he decided to come back to Little Hope tonight, was in hopes of seeing the girl he loved again.
Hey, this way.
Let's get out of here and...
If you live, you live. If you die, you are revived but not free. That, yeah, something like that.
Did you hear that as well?
Come on. Whatever it was.
For whom the bell tolls.
Well, there's nothing for us here.
Time
We
marches
need to move
on.
on.
Best of luck. Hope you found what you're looking for.
Wow. That wasn't where I threw him. That wasn't where I threw the darts. I want to say that was just an error, but
It's coming from the town.
this game doesn't do stuff like
Did
that.
the old fucker just lock us out?
He was weird, that old guy.
Sure was something off about him. Why come to Creepy Central just to get a top-up?
What does that mean?
I really think I'm onto something with that. I bet, because it's kind of like, did anybody ever watch American Horror Story Hotel? Little Hope Town map, a bird's eye view of our historical town.
I think we're going the right way.
You are here. Tilly Johnson Memorial, Massacre Memorial. Oh, that's good. Execution site, historical ruin, church, Tilly Johnson Home and Museum. But in American Horror Story Hotel, there's Mischief Night, I think is how they refer to it in there, but it's Halloween. Oh, here's another one. Did you know there's American Psycho 2? Yeah, I've never... Oh. Dude. What are you doing with the revolver, dude? And it is really, really bad. I would assume, like, anytime you have a major motion picture, like American Psycho, and you have a direct-to-video, like, sequel to it, prequel, whatever, but a continuation of the story, especially if it doesn't have any of the same characters in it or anything like that, which, how the hell would you have... I can't imagine them continue the story of Patrick Bateman. 1. 2, there's no way Christian Bale would have come back to do it. Not for direct-to-video. It's 999 times. I'm not even saying 99 times out of 100. 999 times out of 1,000. It's going to be terrible. Now, there are some scant exclusions to that. We were talking about when I was playing Do Not Open. The sequel to The Woman in Black, in my opinion, just in my opinion, far superior than the original. Don't get me wrong, I loved the original. I love Daniel Radcliffe in it. Fantastic movie. But the sequel was so much better. However bad you expect it to be, it is worse. Yeah, and that's... Like... Maybe it's just who I am, but there are times where movies like that, I actually enjoy watching them just for the fact that of just how much of a shit show it is. Like horror sequels. Horror sequels are notorious for that. If it's not a mainstream sequel release, you can pretty much guarantee that the DTV sequel release is just going to be horrendous. Absolutely god-awful in every fashion of the word. I recently watched Addams Family 2. It was hilarious at parts. I loved Addams Family Values, you mean? Where they have the baby? I loved Addams Family Values where seriously, I don't think I remember more times laughing at watching Addams Family Values than I did the original Addams Family. Oh, good. Oh, yes, this is a sight of something wonderful here.
What the hell is this thing?
Looks like some kind of effigy.
Oh, he used the proper term.
Or some other spiritual significance.
Whatever it is, it gives me the creeps.
I don't know. I'm kind of curious about it.
It's probably an example of what they use
I've heard
for.
More than enough. Thank you.
Are you superstitious?
Are you the superstitious type?
I never believed in this kind of thing. Doesn't seem like you can say the same.
A lot of people still really believe in this kind of stuff.
That's true.
After tonight, I thought you might be joining.
Hoodoo and voodoo is still alive and well.
Other people believe all sorts of garbage doesn't mean I'm about to.
I don't agree at all. But we'll just
I don't care about having a bad relationship with Angela.
Catch up with the rest. I don't want to spend any more time with this disgusting thing.
She was playing the role of Native American and started a camp rebellion with someone. I love that. Just the entire thing with them putting on that musical "Eat Me" with that.
To make an effort to keep up.
That slayed me. I loved that whole bit. It was so good. Was that a reminder of the girl being hung? I was kind of wondering about that. The effigy. Yeah, so maybe that's a warning that her time is coming, or that she's going to be a potential victim here coming up. Because...
Hey, can you come over here?
Kill me.
What's wrong?
Okay, so...
I just saw someone in the woods.
I can't see anyone.
I definitely saw someone. 100%.
So he burned to death. She asphyxiated, so choked to death.
Ungodly hour.
Okay. We really should catch up with the others.
You two.
Oh!
We need
Ooh,
to stick
he,
close.
ha, oh, no, ha.
What the hell? Did you hear that?
What on earth is that?
Okay, very good. We're freaked. Who's there?
Whoever you are, this isn't funny at all. John, where are you? Daniel?
Oh, God.
Taylor? Come on, John, where are you? This isn't funny.
You know, it's a good horror when you have to check your own shoulder. Yeah. No, fuck that. No, I want to go investigate. Oh, there's the stick. Right there. There's the stick that for some reason my guy can't walk over. Y'all called it. Can I shove her in the way? You go check it out. Children, I've had it up to here. Now, where is the baby? Which part?
Hey, wait for us! What is that? Hey.
Uh-oh.
Come and check this out.
Is that her doll?
What on earth is that?
Is that her doll that burned?
Clue.
No, it's a straw doll. That's a voodoo doll. Isn't it? Or it's a witch's doll. It's a straw doll. So that's somebody losing an eye and getting impaled. Let me work the old wrist muscles here a little bit. Do you know Ring Around the Rosie was about the...
What is your name?
Oh! Yes, I knew it was about the plague. Oh. Yeah, that ashes, we all fall down. It's about...
Andrew?
Yeah.
Andrew? And your name, lady?
Who the hell are you?
Oh, God.
Why are you dressed like that?
I am called Mary.
Fuck, that was actually really good.
I
Yeah.
fashioned her with my own hand. She looks just like the one beside you.
Oh, my God.
Would you kindly come play with me?
That was a well-fucking-timed jump. Yeah, that...
Come play.
This was in the trailer! This was the part in the... Uh-oh.
Witch's trickery is this now, Mary?
I have done nothing.
Hold your tongue. I see you truly are, Mary. Reverend Carver's affection for you will be shaken loose when he learns of your infidelity with the devil.
Mary looks like the girl.
Amy, come back here.
Amy?
There's someone else out here, by the fire.
What? I don't see any fire.
Time... Just kill Angela. Time travel? That's what I'm wondering. Like, that's what it feels...
too.
There's, like, some kind of a time
you
loop
okay?
going on here, right?
This place is all wrong.
Whatever happened
It's gotta be-
here, it's over now.
That was
You have
Britain.
no clue. You didn't see what we
100%.
saw.
I don't get it. What exactly happened here?
This young girl came out of the fog. Spoke to us.
Maybe the fog has got you confused. We're all stressed out.
A witch trial kind of
Bless my
situation.
ass. I saw a girl dancing right here, clear as day.
Said her name was Mary. Looked exactly like the girl in my dream, but she talked in this really weird accent. Was that even American?
I'm not sure. I couldn't place her accent either.
What have we gotten ourselves into?
I was thinking cursed, doomed to breeze past
This kid,
with your soul
Mary.
stuck in the cycle of unending death.
Did she want to hurt you?
Look, yeah, I've got a bruise on my arm where she grabbed me. I don't think she meant to hurt
No.
us.
I don't think she meant to hurt me.
Now what?
Seems our only option is the road into town.
You're kidding me.
Got a better idea? Thought not.
The only thing that's throwing me about it is the fact that this is new tech. You know, they have smartphones and they're dressed more contemporary and everything. They're dressed, you know, is this just about to give me the title? Did I really just, like, play through the prologue? No, okay. Oh, this is gonna give me the... Oh, I thought that was him singing. I was gonna be like,
escalated rather quickly. Everything that one does or doesn't do in one's life will catch up with one eventually. Don't you think?
yep.
Don't look at me. I can't help you. Remember? We sometimes congratulate ourselves on waking from a troubled dream. It may be so the moment after death.
Hearing of what's to come to keep the pain fresh could be.
On my travels over many years, I've witnessed many things, seen and heard many beliefs.
See, like, one thing that's throwing me is, like,
usually some element of truth.
Margaret, was it? The little girl in the beginning?
These unfortunate
Which
folks
and I have been
seem to
fighting
be
with this
dealing with
black
forces
screen
as
bullshit.
yet unexplained.
Check, see if there's an app update.
Sinister movements in the forest, spirits from the past, a little girl.
Yeah, he's now really callous about not being able to tell you about what's happening. He told us last game, though.
Maybe she simply is trouble.
Like, he was willing to give you hints. He's not...
Anyway, where are we? Angela isn't getting much tittle-tattle out of Taylor.
Maybe clear your cache in the
no
app.
kiss and tell. What about John? The figure of authority, perhaps? Or
Check for 3 days and saw nothing.
He represents something else. And then there's Andrew. Somewhat confused, I think. A bump to the head can do that.
Yeah.
Let me reassure
Maybe he's getting
you.
scolded by his boss. Yeah.
You help make some decisions that will be valued later on. And some that may turn out to be regrettable. That fellow in the bar, he was less than helpful, more than a little rude, if you ask me. Clearly something disturbing on his mind. Enough. There's something not quite right in Little Hope, and souls may be in peril. Off you go again.
It's only with
See
my
if you
stream
can
for
lift
some
the
reason.
fog.
Everyone else has no
Find
issues.
the bus driver.
That's my luck. That's honest, my luck. The music, the fucking music. Yeah, that.
That little girl, she sounded so strange. I could barely understand her.
She sure sounded like she wasn't
So
from anywhere
melancholic.
around here.
I'm tempted to say she sounded more like she was from another time than another place.
Find help in
You're right.
town, stay close with the others. Okay, so we're still at the fire circle. The setting makes me wary of the church. Yeah, it was very hymn-like, wasn't it? And I mean, that's an overtone here already. You know, and I mean, if that's what we're looking at is something, you know, like something around the witch trials or you know, stuff like that from the era. Oh, here's another one. Uh-oh. Who was that? Who was that? Hold on. Human sacrifice. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Who is that? That's not anybody in the party. Interesting. Interesting. Any religious item is going to be bad, never good. A way to keep the child of the devil at bay. You kill someone for good to satiate her. Maybe. But what I was going to say is, Mary, I think was her name in the flashback there. She looked like Margaret from the beginning where the house fire was. Is that a boar? That sounds like a damn wild boar. That is definitely a wild pig. Or a deer. It's a stag.
Might get a better view from up there.
How many bad ideas have you had today? pulls a stag's horn out of his chest. One. But that again, like, lends more to the thought of, you know, what if this is like a time loop? What if there's something that happened far in the past that is keeping all these people like reliving these lives, reliving? But again, it doesn't make sense to why then Mary becoming Margaret. So would she have a modern day equivalent in this too? Is that girl running through the woods not actually Margaret, which we saw her die? But is there a little girl that's in the woods here then, that's in the town, that looks just like her? That's, again, another reincarnation of her. Ghost towns of the Northeast. Little Hope. The town returning to nature. The abiding image of a ghost town in the popular imagination of an arid desert shack, now I'm hungry, surrounded by tumbleweed. However, ghost towns exist even in the lush northeast of the United States, buried away in forests, forgotten and abandoned to nature. The reasons for towns to become ghosts vary, but inevitably comes back to economics. The town may have boomed for logging, mining, or industry. Then the jobs go and the people with them. The aptly named Little Hope is one such town, a one-factory community built around textiles that disappeared when cheap imports overwhelmed the market. After many attempts to save the mill, it closed and a mass exodus ensued. Excuse me, Jesus Christ. Soon the school and even the church closed, leaving a desolate ruin. Hidden Depths. Little Hope is a deserted town, but the forest that surrounds it continues to lure extreme sports enthusiasts. The caverns of Hobbs Deep are famous for ice climbing, but its ice falls are known to be very dangerous. Gee, that's a bit of foreshadowing, don't you think? Recommended viewing: Architects of 10:30 p.m., 9:30 p.m. Central. In this week's episode, Kate Wilder rips the mask off the Zodiac Killer. Zodiac Killer? What the fuck? But will her hard-hitting investigative style unearth any new facts about the notorious killer? Worth watching for the stunning views of San Francisco taken from the Golden Gate Bridge. It's like, hey, she's going to talk about the Zodiac Killer. She's possibly going to expose who it is. But trust me, even if she doesn't, it's worth watching just for the footage we got. Why that bit about the mine, or the deep part they were talking about there? I can't believe they really found him. Well, that's not all. This whole year has been insane for the number of like long-term cases that have been solved.
How are you coping?
It's nuts.
I don't know.
They found who the Somerton Man was.
What happened to us back there?
They found who the one is that killed those two girls on that bridge. Bewildered.
I have absolutely no explanation for it. Makes zero sense to me.
What is out there?
Reassuring.
We will find a way out of here. We have to.
I hope you're right. Appreciate you checking in with me.
See, when I'm in control of her, she's not a total bitch. That's... Gollum? Actually, that looked more like Jason Voorhees from when he popped out of the lake at the end of the first one. But yeah, they solved the Zodiac. They solved they solved that. I think it was Albany. I want to say it was, or wherever it was. Those two girls were on that bridge. They figured out who the Somerton Man was, which nobody ever thought that was going to be solved ever. Little Hope Historical Society presents The Witch of Edmonton, a play by W.M. Rowley. That's the one who wrote the book. Performed in historical dress at Little Hope Middle School Saturday, 17th April, 7 p.m. Interesting. Zodiac Killer case is really annoying, and I'm glad they tried to reform the ways that they address cases. Yeah, that's
Does this have something to do with what we saw?
like that's the sad part, right? It's here. Hold on one second. It could be. I don't want to say it is.
I guess it could, but it didn't feel like that.
I don't know which is worse. Ghostly apparitions or
every single kill.
Town full of historical weirdos.
Stoppable. Absolutely. But that's what I was going to say. You know, these you know, a lot of these like high profile cases that, you know, have gone unsolved for so many years and everything, a lot of the time it's been failings in police work that's led to that. I mean, yeah, technology and the inability to, you know, make use of evidence that was presented at the time is definitely a part of it. But there's been so many times where there's just been these, there's Miranda again. There's just been so many times where you hear about these just large scale investigative blunders and stuff like that were done early on that end up tainting evidence or missing evidence or losing evidence or just getting completely locked up on a single theory and running it into the ground without exploring all the possible, you know, answers before you even, you know, like while things are still fresh.
There's something up ahead.
I mean, you want a great example of that? Look at Biggie Smalls and Tupac. You know, that's a great example of two cases that never should have gone unsolved. That still should not be unsolved.
Which way?
Can we move it?
I think the Tupac one in particular is the one where they literally had footage of the guy. They tracked it back to a member of the LAP.
Look at that.
They tracked
wait.
a correlation back to a member of the LAPD, and as soon as that came out, dead. The whole investigation, dead. There was...
I'm just gonna say it. This is exactly what goes down in horror movies.
Shut up! If she turns around, she's got a withered face. I'm out.
I'll deal with this.
He's dead.
Stay right here.
Nice knowing you, Pops. But yeah, the guy who was investigative of the yeah, send her with.
Hold up, I'll come with you.
The guy who was like one of the lead investigators in the, it was either the Tupac or the Biggie case when they discovered
Hey, you two.
Interesting.
This is not good.
Confront the cure. Hold on. When that happened, there was an investigative line that led them right back to somebody who was part of the security team or worked as like basically a member of the security team, secondary for being an LAPD officer. They also worked for it was either Bad Boy Records or it was whichever one the opposite's record company was. And like the bullets used to kill, I want to say it was Biggie, but the bullets used to kill that person were exceedingly rare. They were only made in, I think it was 2 manufacturers in the country, so very rare to even have. And these exact bullets that match the ones that they pulled out of the one who was dead in this investigation were found in this guy's home. First off. Secondly, he drove a car that matched the description of the shooter in that crime. Thirdly, he had ties to the rival promotion. It was like absolute slam dunk. And then when that was brought up, the guy who found these leads went to his supervisor apparently and said, "Hey, we need to look into this guy." And the person who was in charge of the department just went, "We're not looking that way. We're not doing that. Nope. Sorry. Not happening." And then all the information that was related to that side of the investigation just magically got forgotten to get turned in, was found in this other cop's desk. Nah. Nope. Can't tell me that's accidental. You can't tell me that's not just effed up. So yeah, there's cop culture is horrific. It's I here's the thing. It's like anything, right? There's good cops, there's bad cops. There's good retail workers, there's bad retail workers. There's good teachers, there's bad teachers. There are people that are just absolutely in the wrong position in life. They're in a career line or they're working a job that they absolutely despise doing, or they hate interacting with people in general or stuff, and it just makes it worse for everybody. Or they're not mentally set to do that kind of job. There was a oh, hold on, my wife just messaged me. There was that case where that guy who was a cop just catfished that young girl, drove across the country and killed her whole family in an effort to take her. That guy failed multiple psych evals, apparently. I'm going to say apparently because I've read that. I do not know for 100% that it was true. But supposedly this guy failed multiple psych evals and was on the job up until very recently. Because, and again, apparently there was something that happened that they basically had to, he was either on temporary leave or he was relieved of duty. I've heard both. But most of the time it's, like the person that becomes the cop is in it for the power trip that it gives, like, really badly. And that's, that's true. It does draw a certain type of personality for that, right? It's somebody that does thrive under pressure and enjoy that level of control, that level of power. There's a guy, his name is Rashad Ritchie. He hosts his own radio show. He has a show on YouTube and everything. I used to watch his stuff religiously. I used to listen to him a lot because I agreed with a lot of his stuff. Not all of it. I refuse to just toe the line of any one person because I don't think anybody is absolute in their views. But he said something that I thought was really profound, and he has a finger on the pulse of law enforcement and civil rights and stuff like that. And I absolutely agreed that he said anybody working in direct contact law enforcement, so that's anybody that works a beat, works in, or that would be working with the general public on a regular basis, should have to have a mandatory psych eval, bare minimum once a year, preferably at least twice a year. And they should have these psych profiles done to make sure that the job is not getting to them, to make sure that they are still in a good mental state where they can do their job properly without risk of injuring themselves, and that they can make good decisions while they're on the job, especially in moments of pressure or moments of stress. It's not like that makes them guilty. It doesn't. It absolutely does not. But that's the line that's thrown out a lot is oh, you're trying to profile cops. You're trying to just, you're trying to, in a way, you know what? Sure. If that's the way you want to look at it. But basically what that does is that makes sure that the people who are, it's for both protecting the public and the cops. Yeah. I mean, there's such a stigma around police. I get it to a point because, let's face it, in the past couple years, at the very least, the profession of policing has been so heavily scrutinized. And this is going to be me standing on a soapbox. I'm sorry if this is beyond what I normally talk about and everything like that, but this is something I'm passionate about because I know people who have done this job. I have talked with friends who have done this job. And I know what they've gone through, especially ones who have done it, just even in the past year. They are so heavily scrutinized, and it is deserving. Being a cop is an amazing job. You are the line that protects people, but it's so incredibly mentally taxing. And that's what I was going to say. This traces back to a conversation that we've all had in the Discord, we've had on the chat, in the chat and everything, about mental health. And it is simply the fact that mental health is not taken seriously in this country. It is not something that is viewed as a priority by a lot of this country. It's more about keeping the machines, cogs, grease, and making sure the wheels keep spinning. We as a society do not treat mental health with the type of reverence and concern that it should be. We do not consider what is going on in here and what is going on here as important as what's going on with this. It's just the way we are as a society in this country. And it's not just here. I'm going to say that. It's not just here. But honestly, if we're going to start treating people, like if we're going to start really looking at mental health as what it is and start taking steps forward and start taking, putting things in place that are going to allow people to get the treatment they need, to get the help they need, and for people to be, to feel confident to be able to say things like, I'm not okay, without having to worry about some type of stigma or something related to that, because that's a big part of it too. There's been a stigma in this country about mental health forever. It's better now, but it's still a long way to go. If we're going to get to that point, we need leadership. We need people that are higher up in government. We need people that are higher up in the educational community that deal with mental health and everything. We need people to stand up who are capable of creating an environment in this country that understands that mental health is a serious issue that is not being dealt with. It is not being handled in any type of healthy way as a society. I mean, how many times, I'm going to throw this back to the 90s. I'm going to throw this back to the 2000s. How many times when there was something that happened with a school shooting or any type of violence when it came to young people, how many times has it been thrown to what music were they listening to? What kind of video games were they playing? What kind of movies were they watching? It was those darn violent video games. It was that Mortal Kombat, or it was Doom, or it was, they were listening to Insane Clown Posse or something like that. Yes, I'm sure they were. I'm sure they were playing those games. I'm sure they were listening to that music. I'm sure they liked the Scream trilogy or A, B, C, D, E, F, G. But just watching those is not going to put somebody in a place where they're going to all of a sudden just snap and do something. They weren't bagging groceries and reading the Bible and a good Christian, a good Catholic, a good whatever, and everything until they all of a sudden heard the devil music or played a video game violent video game for 30 minutes or something like that. That's not how that works. Okay. But nobody wants to just step up and say there was a failure of recognizing an underlying issue by the parents, by the schools, by any adult that interacted with these kids on a regular basis. Nobody took it seriously. Nobody looked at any warning signs that were there and thought, this person needs help. And that is true across the board. It doesn't matter age, gender, race, religion, creed, nothing. We as human beings do not take mental health seriously. We do not place it in the same spectrum. We do not place it in the same concern level as we do anything else. And that's wrong. As somebody who has dealt with mental health issues for a good 75% of my life or more, I've dealt with depression, anxiety. I've had some of the darkest times in my life, that a person can have. I have stepped to the edge of that cliff that there is no coming back from. I will admit that freely and openly. I'm not proud of that. I am embarrassed about that because, again, societal pressure is that you just have to keep on keeping on. You have to keep fighting. Just keep your head down and do what's expected of you. No, No. God damn it. There are people out there, I've been one of them before, that all they need is someone to be concerned enough about them to allow them to say, I'm not okay. To just hear that someone is concerned about them can be enough to turn that moment around, to turn that life around. That's all it has to be. 5 minutes, 5 words. Hey man, how are you? Sorry. I'm sorry. It really hits deep and it hits hard when I start talking about mental health because, again, it's something I've dealt with for my whole life, pretty much, you know? And it's something I've seen so many people that I care about struggle with, and I agree with everything you just said wholeheartedly. I appreciate that. I really do. It's just like, I've seen so many people that I care so deeply about struggle with this kind of thing. And it all comes back to that root of everyone just thinks they got to just cinch up their pants, tighten up the suspenders, and just keep on pushing, just keep on going. And that's not right. It's not. You know? It's okay to not be okay. You know? It's such BS that mental health is your problem or something. It'll just pass over. It's a phase. And there's a side of that too, though, because it's never just always down, right? Fucking hell, the amount of times that I've heard that. Yeah, and same here. Absolute same. You know, I actually want to punch them. And it's here's the thing. It's ignorance to a point, but it's also, it's fear. Honest to God, it's fear. Because I don't think there's a person out there. I really don't think there's a person out there who has not had those moments, who has not had the lows, the highs. And yes, there is something to be said for mental fortitude, for strength of I like to call it strength of heart. You know, you can be brave, you can push yourself to get through some difficult times. Absolutely. But it's still just expected that that's the norm, that you just have to guts it out. And everything will pass. It's not as simple as that. It's not, and it never is. It's never as simple as that. You know, I'll be the first to admit I'm my own worst enemy. I am. You know, I deal with a lot of guilt. I deal with a lot of, like, I was talking to a therapist, and by the way, if you struggle with this type of thing, if you struggle with your mental health, please seek help. I cannot stress that enough. Please seek help. Okay? There are pro bono, there are all kinds of groups out there that provide free mental health assistance and everything. It's just about taking that first step. And if you haven't heard from anybody else, I will tell you myself, please, for nobody else but yourself, it's worth taking those steps. Okay? Like I said, I have been my own worst enemy a lot. I trash myself a lot. Okay? It is something that I deal with every single day. I can make a tiny mistake and tell myself, God, what the hell's wrong with you? You know, why'd you do that? And it's hard. It's hard to tell yourself that it's okay to make mistakes, especially when you're used to shitting on yourself so often. My DMs are always open for people that need any kind of aid. Not a licensed therapist, but my ears are always here. Thank you, Lee. Thank you. That means a lot. And that's, like, when I started the Discord group, I started it with that mentality, with that idea. that I wanted it to be an open place. I wanted it to be a place where people could be themselves, where people could be vulnerable, where people could share things about themselves, not just, you know, yes, we come together to watch me be goofy and play games a lot and everything like that, but that's not just what I want the light to be. I want it to be a group. I want it to be a place where people can come in, where people can share things about themselves, and where people can be good to one another, but also good to themselves, and to be empowered to be good to yourself. Because that is one of the number one things that when somebody is struggling through a mental health crisis, when somebody is struggling with their self-view, when people are struggling with these types of things, that is one of the number one things that is nigh unto impossible to do. And that is to be good to yourself. That is to tell yourself you are worthwhile. That is to tell yourself you deserve good things, that you deserve happiness, that you deserve love. Having someone to talk to legitimately saved my life. And it has mine too. It has mine too. I told you before, I have walked to that razor's edge, looked over the precipice, and it's just because somebody recognized how much I was struggling that I was turned around and walked back. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm glad you had that person in your life, Wyverns. I really am. Not everybody is so lucky, you know, and it's unfortunate. It's sad, you know, it's sad. Like I was talking about, like the kids who did these atrocities earlier on in their lives. Imagine how different their lives would be. Imagine how different all these other people whose lives were affected by the actions they took that day would be. If we as a nation, if we as a society, if we as a species considered mental health the way that those who continuously struggle with it do. If it was out in the open, if it was shared exactly how draining it can be just on a day-to-day basis, how difficult it can be to deal with. If it was more commonplace, if it was more understood, if it was more talked about in a public sphere, how maybe we would be able to start pushing forward, how we would be able to start pushing back against that stigma and really gain something as a society, as a people, as a species. And maybe, just maybe, that could solve a lot of issues. You know, maybe that could solve a lot of crises. Maybe that could solve a lot of these conflicts that you see all over the place now, if it was understood better that, you know, mental health isn't I'm angry, I'm sad, I'm depressed, I'm this, I'm that. It's a spectrum. You're never just angry, you're never just sad, you're never just this. Everything contributes to a central experience in someone's day. And you can have a whole lot of heavy, you can have a whole lot of bad. But like I said before, sometimes it just takes that one good thing to tip the scale back. Just one good word, one kind action. Anyways, we were playing a game, right? I'll be honest with you guys. I think I'm gonna call it here. Honestly, I want to see what happens with these two, but I think I just need to kind of call it for the night, because really, I just want to go up. I want to see my girls. I want to give them a hug and tell them how much Daddy loves them, and kiss my wife and tell her how important she is to me. Because without them, I don't think I would have made it through everything that happened to me with my fall and the rehab and trying to struggle back and everything. And I tell them it all the time, but damn it, I really feel like telling them right now. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Sorry again that it started off like such a shit show, and quite frankly, kind of ended that way too. But for the best possible reasons and in the best possible way. So, I'll see if maybe I can sneak a stream in tomorrow to pick up where we left off here. Go cuddle your girls and give them the love they deserve. Happily do that. It's a fine reason to end the stream. Thank you. And just like Lee said, if any of you ever want to talk, you don't want to do it in the public forum of just in the general Discord, please. My DMs are always open. Please reach out. You know, I want, like I said, I want the light. I want this group to be supportive of one another. I want this to be a place that's safe for people to feel like they can be vulnerable and that they can talk and that they can, you know, share what it is about them that they're passionate about or that they're struggling with or anything like that. So anyways, like I always say, until next time, please be well.